When a major storm comes through town, there's a pretty good chance that there will be some storm-chasing roofing companies following it. By the end of this video, you'll know what a storm chaser is and why it can sometimes be dangerous to work with them and how you can avoid getting scammed. Storm chasers are a kind of roofing company that operates a business model that involves chasing storms. That entails monitoring weather reports and news outlets to identify residential areas that have been affected by severe weather. They also typically come from out of state or at least out of town, making it even more important to verify their locality and that they've actually done work in your area. Additionally, storm chaser roofers primarily only do insurance work, which means they only try to work on roofs that have received storm damage and are eligible to be covered by homeowners insurance. Like we talked about earlier, storm chasers follow severe weather events to find homes affected by the weather. After a storm comes through, their salespeople will turn up knocking on doors in your neighborhood, talking with homeowners about the damage that they've likely received, and ask to inspect the roof on the spot. Once that inspection is completed, they'll try to get the homeowner to sign over their ability to negotiate directly with the insurance company. While that may sound nice, by taking you out of the process, what it does is it takes you out of the process. After their documents are signed, you no longer have any real input on what ends up on your roof. Very often, we hear stories from our homeowners that have gone through this and not received the same level of product that they had on before or that they were promised. There are a few major pitfalls that can come with working with this kind of company, some of which are related to the quality of their work and others that are downright illegal. A lot of the time, these companies are newer, are entering the field to make a quick buck, and will leave town once the work has all dried up. This obviously would prevent you from getting in touch with them for any problems after they've moved or closed up shop. Similarly, you won't be able to leave a review on local service websites like Google, Better Business Bureau, or Yelp, which reduces some of the motivation to make sure that your needs are met. There's also a chance that you might be working with a scam artist. Sometimes the roofer may do what they can to take a deposit for the work to be done, and then skip town with the many deposits they took. These sorts of bad apples are the ones operating illegally and can be arrested for fraud when they get caught. Just because someone knocks on your door, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna scam you. Some local roofing companies may just want to make sure that you know they exist for when you decide that you need some work done, and some larger, more reputable companies use storm chasing as an expansion strategy to build up a good name in a new area. So when a roofer does turn up on your doorstep, here are some ways to make sure that they're trustworthy and that you don't get scammed. First, verify their address and their local presence. Do some research on the companies that come knocking. Ask for their office location and phone number. If they can't provide that, or it doesn't match up with what you can look up online, cross them off your list. A company that has an office or a showroom that you can walk into is one that definitely has a stronger presence in the area and likely a better track record of work. Second, check their licenses, certifications, and insurance. It's incredibly important to make sure that the company you're working with has all the proper licenses and insurance paperwork that's required to be a contractor in your area. If you don't know what would be required, familiarize yourself with the current laws in your state, as they can vary drastically from place to place. Third, push back on pressure sales tactics. The salespeople that come through for storm chasing roofing companies are typically going to be highly trained in door-to-door sales and trying to get you to commit to a roof replacement on the spot. By recognizing some of the strategies that they'll use, you can be prepared for it and push back against it. One of the first things that they'll say is that you most definitely have storm damage and that you need to get it fixed as soon as possible to avoid anything else happening or your insurance denying your claim. While this can be true and storm damage should be taken care of swiftly, it's not something that you absolutely have to act on this very second. Otherwise, your entire home is going to be flooded tomorrow and your roof will cave in. This is a stressful time already. If you can resist the temptation to take the first option available to you here, it will pay off in the long run by allowing you to pick your own company to work on the roof and getting the replacement done correctly. Fourth, don't sign anything, even for an inspection. If someone offers a free inspection and wants you to sign an agreement on the spot to let them on your roof, don't fall for it. These documents are designed with language that will allow them to take control of the negotiating process with your insurance company. That could lead to them filing a claim on your behalf when you don't actually have damage and causing your insurance premiums to go up. When someone hands you a pen and some paper, you should always read it carefully, but especially do not sign it in these circumstances, at least until you've taken the step that we're about to talk about. Step 5, reach out to your insurance and an established local roofing company. Immediately reaching out to your insurance company or a different roofing company is a great way to improve your situation when a storm chaser hits your neighborhood. By doing so, you'll know that you have backup coming and there's no reason to be scared by the storm damage. Starting the insurance process can be complex, but it's by far the best way to go about getting your roof replaced after a strong storm, not by signing up with someone who just popped up a couple minutes ago and that you won't be able to talk to the second that they're gone. Now that you've learned about storm chasing roofing companies, I hope you're starting to feel more confident in taking the next steps in your roofing process. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you around.